Na, sziasztok, akkor ismét egy kis Dragon Age Inquisition. Találj bizonyíték a királyi szárnyban Gaspár megzsarolásához.
So, even Liliana thought this place was dangerous and you wanted to just walk in here. This party is looking up.
Hello? Is anyone there? Somebody? Anybody?
Stay back! Thank you.
Are you all right?
I don't think I'm hurt. No one's supposed to be here. Briala said... Oh, I shouldn't have trusted her.
Briala told you to come to this wing of the palace.
Not personally. The ambassador can't be seen talking to the servants. We get coded messages at certain locations, but the order came from her. She's been watching the Grand Duke all night. No surprise she wanted someone to search his sister's room.
So this room belongs to Grand Duchess Floriane?
It used to. This had been her private room in Halam Shiral since she was a child. But this part of the palace was damaged, and the royal family moved to the guest wing.
What were you trying to find in Floriane's old room?
The message didn't say. I should have known it was a setup.
This wing is sealed. How did you get in here?
Ahogy még.
Easy. The door was unlocked. One of the others probably handled it.
Is there anyone else who knows the code and the drop location who could have written those orders?
I don't know. Any of us could do it, but... No. No one else would send me here. It had to be Briala.
It takes great courage to come to the royal wing unarmed.
It's not courage to blindly follow Briala's orders into a trap. I knew her. Before. When she was Celine's pet. Now she wants to play revolution, but I remember. She was sleeping with the Empress who purged our alienage.
Would you be willing to testify to that, if I asked?
Absolutely. If the Inquisition will protect me, I'll tell you everything I know about our ambassador.
Go to the ballroom. Find Commander Cullen. He'll keep you safe.
Thank you. Make her protect you, Inquisitor.
Egy megvan.
I'll butcher you like the pig you are!
Inquisitor, what a pleasure. I wasn't certain you'd attend. You're such a challenge to read. I had no idea if you'd taken my bait.
I fear I'm a bit busy at the moment, if you were looking for a dance partner.
Yes, I see that. Such a pity you did not save one final dance for me. It was kind of you to walk into my trap so willingly. I was so tired of your meddling. Corypheus insisted that the Empress die tonight, and I would hate to disappoint him.
You're Orlesian royalty. Why would you help Corypheus attack your empire?
You think so small, Inquisitor. Why settle for an empire when Corypheus will remake the entire world? I admit, I will relish the look on Gaspar's face when he realizes I've outplayed him. He always was a sore loser.
What exactly is in this for you?
The world, of course. I'll deliver the entire south of Thedas, and Corypheus will save me. When he has ascended to godhood, I will rule all Thedas in his name.
Why kill the Empress? What does Corypheus want to achieve?
Celine's death is a stepping stone on the path to a better world. Corypheus will enter the Black City and claim the godhood waiting for him. We will cast down your useless maker and usher in a united world, guided by the hand of an attentive god.
You don't have to go through with this, Florian. There's still time to turn back.
Oh, my dear Inquisitor, you are so naive. In their darkest dreams, no one imagines I would assassinate Celine myself. All I need is to keep you out of the ballroom long enough to strike. A pity you'll miss the rest of the ball, Inquisitor. They'll be talking of it for years. Kill her. Bring me the marked hand as proof. It will make a fine gift for the Master.
To arms, Venator! Just his tits. What was all that? Were those demons? There aren't any more of those blasted demons coming, right?
No more demons. It's safe.
Maker? I've never seen one that close before. I knew Gaspard was a bastard, but I didn't think he'd feed me to fucking horrors over a damn bill.
Duke Gaspard lured you out here.
Well, his sister. But it had to come from him, didn't it? And all that garbage she was spewing doesn't mean anything. Gaspard had to be the mastermind.
Your accent sounds Ferelden. I thought you were one of Gaspard's mercenaries.
Born and raised in Denerim. Seems like I should have stayed there. The Duke wanted to move on the palace tonight, but he didn't have enough fancy chevaliers. So he hired me and my men. He had to offer us triple our usual pay to come to Orlais. Stinking punsy cheesemongers.
He's going to attack tonight. What about the peace talks?
Nobles don't give a shit about honor and conduct unless it suits them. He'll do what it takes to claim the throne.
Impressively ruthless of Gaspard, if predictable.
Gaspard's methods are thuggish.
You saved my life. I owe you. And Gaspard still hasn't paid me. You want me to talk to the Empress or the court or sing a blasted song in a chantry? I'll do it.
Már mindenki kimutatta a fogafehérét, mondjuk, hogy most már szerintem happy ending. Bár mind a kettőt meg tudjuk elvileg zsarolni, meg kimutatta, hogy
Get ready!
ó, hogy az a... Ó, az egy köhögés erőltet. Hát most, jó, hát közt volt olyan válasz, amit nem kellett volna mondani néhányszor. Meg most ráadásul csökkenő.
Thank the Maker you're back. The Empress will begin her speech. What should we do?
The Grand Duchess is the assassin. Don't let her anywhere near the Empress.
Duchess? At once, Inquisitor.
Let all gathered attend. Her Imperial Majesty will now address the court.
Lords and ladies, as a nation, we mourn our sons and daughters, brothers and sisters, friends and lovers claimed by war. The sky is torn open, our divine is dead, and many fear the end of all things comes upon us. Orlais must stand as a bastion, a bulwark behind which all Thedas may take shelter. So has it stood for 1,000 years. So shall it ever stand. This would not have been possible without the efforts of many. Dear cousin, please step forward.
Grand Duchess, stand down!
Now! For Corypheus.
Cullen, protect the people!
Yes, Inquisitor.
Hát te nem a boldog annyira, de... Hát nem igaz. Hát nem igaz. Nem az a lényeg, hogy megmentsük a hercegnet? Vagy a császár? Vagy hagytuk volna Veszneszt, akkor nem kicsoda.
Beaten at every turn. You stole the moment of my triumph, just as you stole the demon army from Merimond. And now you've chased a defenseless woman into the garden. Are you proud of yourself?
We have the palace. Surrender, Your Grace. You don't have to die today.
Surrender? Now? Oh, you poor, deluded thing. The night is still young. All I need to recover is to kill you, Inquisitor. So good of you to attend my soirée.
Come back, Gloria! Don't you want to dance?
De nem vártak semmikor, pont kitök. Hát de jó, helyre ugrálok én, és egy kibaszott sok mindent látok ebben a bokorba. De most ilyenkor pedig itt jöttünk be legelőször. Most ez nem tudom miért kell. Nem mindegy.
Your sister attempted regicide in front of the entire court, Gaspard.
You're the spy master. If anyone knew this atrocity was coming, it was you.
You don't deny your involvement.
I do deny it. I knew nothing of Florian's plans. But you knew it all and did nothing.
I don't know which is better. That you think I'm all-seeing, or that you're trying so hard to play innocent and failing.
Enough. We will not bicker while Tevinter plots against our nation. For the safety of the Empire, I will have answers.
De most mindenféleképpen választani kell mind a kettő. Mind a kettő kicsit ludas, azt most valamiknek a pártját kell fogni. Remek. Egy rossz marad hatalmon, még attól függetlenül félig ment.
Your captain tells me you spent all night sneaking mercenaries into the palace, Gaspard. You intended to attack.
And where did your troops come from, Inquisitor? If sneaking men into the palace is damning, then we are both damned.
I have the word of your mercenary captain. He'll testify that you intended to attack tonight.
Hired thugs. I didn't expect you to stoop so low, cousin.
Don't be naive, Celine. The only difference between a mercenary and a common soldier is a uniform.
By all means, continue to protest your innocence, Gaspard. We find this performance endlessly fascinating.
Most ezt nem tudom, most a küldött nem biztos, hogy mert akkor az egyik akart a másikra rákenni, azért volt az a tör. Nem törvényszerű, nem tudom.
There were also the threats Gaspard made to the Council of Heralds to bully them into giving him the crown.
Gaspard is a bully. Is that the worst you can say of me?
And he murdered a council emissary in the servants' quarters. I found his bloody knife hidden near the body.
Thank you, Inquisitor. There can be no doubt of your treason, Gaspard.
No, it seems there cannot.
In light of overwhelming evidence, we have no choice but to declare you an enemy of the Empire. You are hereby sentenced to death.
Of course, Briala helped him betray Orlais.
Don't be absurd.
You had your spies infiltrate the palace servants for entirely benevolent reasons?
How many of my servants did you kill to replace with your spies?
Even if I did this, you can't touch me. Not without starting riots in every slum and alienage in Orly.
The elves won't protect her once they know about her involvement with you during the purge of Halam Shiral.
Thank you, Inquisitor, for all your efforts tonight. I owe you my life, and Orly owes you its future. You have done a service for the Empire never to be forgotten, my friend. This piece is your doing. You truly are the instrument of Andraste. Orly will never forget your part in this. Nor will I. Lords and ladies of the court, the civil war which has plagued us is at an end. The Orlesian Empire is whole again. Those who drove us into war for selfish gain have been dealt with as traitors. Gaspard de Chalon is guilty of treason. He is no longer our cousin and shall never again hold title or land in Orly. We have lost enough. No more! Now, we can move forward to healing and restoration. In our hour of need, the Inquisition has faced these dangers beside us. It is the honor of Orly to stand with Andraste's herald to end this crisis. And in ages to come, our children and grandchildren can say that we left them a brighter world. Will you address the court, my friend?
Ending the war was the first step. Our final goal must be peace for all Thedas.
Well said, Inquisitor. We of the court must use our resources. Not every battle is won on the field, but that is tomorrow. Tonight, feast, my friends. Enjoy our victory. There will be many more to come.
És itt van Morrigan is. Ismét.
The Orlesian nobility make drunken toasts to your victory, and yet you are not present to hear them. Do you tire so quickly of their congratulations, Inquisitor? 'Tis most fickle, after all your efforts on their behalf.
Everyone suddenly wants to talk to me. You, at least, I'm glad to see.
Then I have happy news, as you shall be seeing a great deal more of me. By imperial decree, I have been named liaison to the Inquisition. Celine wishes to offer you any and all aid, including mine. Congratulations.
What skills do you have that would benefit us?
I have knowledge which falls beyond the realm of most mages.
Most kissé boldog, hogy elért ezt a fényűző életmódot, amire vágyt az első rész.
It behooves you to add to your arcane arsenal, yes? Mundane knowledge will not bring the rift in the sky to a close.
Vagy majd kiderül félig meddig, vagy csak az mellem, hogy annyira miért akarta tükörbe bemenni annak idején.
I had no idea you were interested in joining the Inquisition.
The assignment has been given to me, regardless of my personal interest. Celine knows you face an opponent who wields great magical power, which is far more important than her own curiosity. You will require my knowledge if you are to defeat such magic. Regardless, Corypheus is a threat to Orlais and to myself. Thus, I am not opposed to the appointment.
Welcome to the Inquisition, Morrigan.
A most gracious response. I shall meet you at Skyhold.
Bárki tudja, hogy ettől függetlenül a férfiink ezek oda lehet, hogy meg lehet vele romantikálni, ki tudja. Vagy nem.
Everything all right? You look troubled.
I'm just worn out. Tonight has been very long.
It was a tumultuous evening, but Orlais is safe now. It was worth the struggle. Is there anything I can do? Can I get you anything? A drink, perhaps?
Would you care to dance with me, Lady Josephine?
I would love to, my lady.
Witch Kid? Ez de Witch Kid. Micsoda. Sötét a képen.
The matter is urgent, Lady Josephine.
I am well aware of that, revered mother.
We will need them to return to Val Royeaux as soon as possible. There are ceremonies, ordinations. Maker's mercy.
That's quite impossible at the moment. However, I will see to this matter as soon as possible.
My Lady Inquisitor. Please, may I have a word with you?
How may I assist you, revered mother?
With the political turmoil put to rest, our minds turn to a single question. The next divine. We cannot answer it without the left and right hands of Divine Justinia V.
I have already told you, revered mother. Lady Leliana and Seeker Cassandra cannot be spared from their duties.
But surely with the support of the Empire, the Inquisition will not be harmed by the loss of just 2 souls.
Why do you need Liliana and Cassandra?
They were Her Holiness's most trusted advisors. They represent her legacy, her hopes for peace in Thedas. They could rally the Grand Clerics to follow as no candidate from the clergy has been able to.
Are the Grand Clerics truly unable to elect a divine?
Everyone with the political support to succeed Justinia perished alongside her. Those who remain are unable to gather the majority of votes from the conclave of Grand Clerics. They have been deadlocked for too long. Lady Liliana and Seeker Cassandra were Justinia's most trusted friends and advisors. Our late divine is still held in high esteem. To honor her, the Grand Clerics might support one of them as successor.
How long does the Chantry need them?
Several months, at least. If one of them is crowned divine, she would not be returning to the Inquisition.
Liliana and Cassandra would have to make that decision for themselves.
And they certainly will, at a later date. The Inquisitor has only just returned and has important business to attend. You must excuse us, revered mother.
Egy lényegében egy gameből, vagy egy micsodából akartok papot csinálni.
We've beaten his wardens and stopped his intrigues. Soon Corypheus will have no place to hide. Cullen is hoping to press our advantage. We'll plan our next attack when you're ready.
Mármint mi lett a vége? Ja, bálnak. Hát... Egy Gáspár herceg is úgymond... Meg a tünde szerető is. Meg Morrigant átküldték ide. Ennyi a vége. Bár egy hova került most Morrigan, azt nem tudom. Nem, megint ítélkezni kell valaki felett.
It's time to plan our next attack. What's the state of the Inquisition?
We're well loved in Orlais. Say the words and Empress Celine will send her support.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlais' support, our numbers match his. Corypheus's followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories
Nem ezt akartam, van konkrétan, de...
Perhaps they'll rethink following the Darkspawn Magister from the dawn of time. Where is Corypheus now?
After you dealt with the Duchess, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds. He's moving south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
They've terrorized Thedas long enough. We end them now. If Corypheus is hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we'll go.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us.
Which should surprise no one. Fortunately, I can assist.
Na, a régi ruhát.
You have my attention, Lady Morrigan.
What Corypheus seeks in those Forgotten Woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Mi van a
Which is?
anyádat? A
Tis
mostó anyádat.
best if I show you.
Bár eljött legutóbb, mint a második részben, mit tudom, micsoda átvittük a...
This is an Illuvian, an elven artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
This belonged to my people.
I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds. Untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed. The Illuvian would be his.
What does it do?
A more appropriate question would be, where does it lead?
Közben megyünk egy körbe. Nyilván Mennyországba megyünk, hogy... Minden mit tanulunk, tele van tükrökkel.
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost. I call it the Crossroads, a place where all Illuvians join, wherever they might be.
this place dangerous? It feels...
Unnatural, yes. We are, however, in no immediate peril. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them. As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
What do you mean, a few can be opened from this side?
Some of the Illuvians have been left unlocked, like doors accidentally left ajar. All others are closed. They can be opened only from beyond.
Opened how?
With a key.
I suppose you have such a key.
The key can be many things. Each Illuvian is different. I have knowledge as well as power. Often that is enough.
How did you find out about this place?
My travels have led me to many strange destinations, Inquisitor. Once, they led me here. It offered sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
Not all the mirrors lead back to our world. The ancients were nothing if not resourceful.
If they don't lead back to our world, then...
Places between, like this one. I can describe it no better. For a time, I was safe from those who hunted me, but only for a time. One cannot remain in between forever.
Corypheus wants to come here.
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh, like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the Illuvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it. You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
Az melyik?
Tis a large fortress, Inquisitor. To think, until recently this place stood decrepit, occupied only by the desperate and the lost. Now it is party to events that threaten to shake the world. I wonder if it is pleased.
It sounds like you've heard of Skyhold before.
This fortress was built upon the remains of a site holy to the ancient elves. They called it Tara Salan, the place where the sky is kept. It is said that from here, they reached up to the heavens to bring them down to rest. They abandoned it, as did the humans who came after them. Bones laid upon bones, silent until your arrival.
I like this place. I've made it mine.
The magic in this place has seeped into the stones, protecting it from darkness. Those who let it fall to ruin did not know what they possessed. You, I think, shall do it justice. You were kind to welcome my aid, Inquisitor, even knowing as little of me as you do. I will do my best to aid your cause with all the knowledge at my disposal. This I swear to you.
I appreciate whatever help you can give us.
Some might think Corypheus a madman for seeking godhood. Yet one must ask, what were the old gods? What secrets of theirs did the ancient magisters know? What I fear, what all should fear, is not that Corypheus believes he can succeed. 'Tis that he actually may. I understand you have spared the Grey Wardens from destroying what goodwill was left them. 'Tis good of you, considering the weakness Corypheus exploited was their own doing. Still, should a true archdemon one day arise, they will no doubt be needed. Or so they would have us believe.
Now that you've seen the Inquisition up close, what are your impressions?
'Tis remarkable what you have built. I will give you that. Soldiers are camped outside Skyhold in numbers that would give any nation pause. All this in precious little time, conjured from thin air through the power of fervor alone. I wonder if Corypheus suspected what he was enabling, just as I wonder what will become of all this once he is defeated.
We have to defeat him first. Then I'll worry about what's next.
Should that happen, the world will lie at your feet, more or less. Beware the heights you reach, Inquisitor. When this is done, many will be eager to knock you back down.
You seem to know a great deal about Elven lore.
The Dalish are not the only ones interested in the distant past, Inquisitor. Indeed, my skills allow me access to places the Dalish dare not even dream of. The ancient elves hold secrets they have not yet given up. Secrets about the foundation of Thedas itself. Thus, they are my focus. Corypheus clearly feels the same.
I'd like to know more about you.
Ah yes, whence comes the mystery woman slinking her way into the Inquisition's ranks? Once I was an apostate, living well away from the banal influence of the Chantry in the Kukari wilds. Then came the Fifth Blight with its darkspawn, and I left Ferelden for the Empress's court. 'Tis certain the nobles of Orlais breathe a collective sigh of relief that I am now here.
It's odd that an apostate could live so openly.
It confuses those who expect apostates to cower and hide. I stand boldly before them and demand to know why I need some Chantry mage to teach me to control my power. They would put me on a leash so they can feel safer at night. I am uninterested in their comfort. Naturally, it helps to have friends in high places.
You were in Ferelden during the Blight.
The Blight began in the Kukari wilds, so yes, I experienced it firsthand. Indeed, I fought at the hero of Ferelden's side for a time. He is the reason the Blight was defeated. We did not part on good terms. I regret a great deal, but that, most of all. And after that, I came to Orlais. The last place one would look for me, or such was my hope.
The Orlesian court seems like an odd place to find someone like you.
That was the point, originally. I knew the Empress was intrigued by the arcane, and that I could answer questions no Chantry mage could. Thus, we fit together nicely. I became her advisor, and she my benefactor and source of refuge. Truth be told, our arrangement would not have lasted much longer. Too many wagging tongues, even for Celine.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Until next time, then. I imagine your forces will be heading into the Arbor Wilds very soon, Inquisitor. Trust me when I say that wherever the Illuvian is hidden, it is worth any effort to prevent Corypheus from acquiring it.
I'd like to know more about you.
If you have questions, then ask.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Of course.
Büszkeségmű. Az Inquizíció erőfizetési meggyengítetik Corypheus próbálkozásait. Zűrzavart keltsen Tédiászba. Most itt az idő lecsapni rá. Beszéd meg tanácsaidával, hogy mi legyen a következő lépés. Én azt hittem, hogy csodát tudunk csinálni, de eltűnt. Szövetségesek, a dolgok mozgásba lendültek. Bár nem bízom bennük, legalább felkeltettük de Rossier figyelmét, úgy tűnik. Félretették kezdeti ellenségeskedéseket velük szemben. Bár náluk is hagyományosan döntő tényező lépett a játék. Kalen. Szövetségesek, elő a régi fegyvert. Gárdomi viharlovas pecsi. Te, hogy támogatott a pörketteknek. Drága lényettem. Megséten konklávei való távolkozásunk után, amikor az őrült háború kitört a kóbormágusok és a dablonsok között. Most épp sikerült elvergődnöm egy roskatak fogadóban, mielőtt a lábam a seppegy begyulladt és belázasodott. Szerencsére, amikor az Inquisition emberei rám találtak és elküldtek egy rendes gyógyítóhoz. Életemet neked köszönhetem nekik, az biztos. Azt mondták, az Inquisition átadja ezt a levelet, amit a konklávé után akartam küldeni neked. Maradj a fővárosra, kedvesem, amíg ilyeted nem megyek. Örökké tiéd. Befolyál. A Maledinház. Adelis. Viszonzott szívesség. Itt valami még. Hát jó, de megverlek. Nagykövet, nem lehetek eléggé hálás, hogy felkértetek engem az Inquisition képviseletére. A nagy lovagi tornán bizonyára örömödre szolgál majd, hogy nem mondtam. Benneteket szégyenbe, tiszteletmérő 10. helyet értem. Bár nem sikerült megnyernem se címet, se földeket, azért kötöttem néhány kereskedelmi egyezményt a bánsággal. Az Inquisition részén gondoltam, ez inkább hasznotokra válik, mint egy nyírkos kastély. Tisztelte Dano úr! Földgól megszállása. Annyi mit tanul. Eltűnt bérgyék. Kényes tárgyalás. Micsoda? Mit kell? Útszórább. Egy eltűnt bérgyilkos, drága eljelennem az Inquisition együttműködik. Lennének kézbe adott egy jelentés. Szerelem társas engedélyt kért a további expedícióra, hogy tovább növeljék az Inquisition kincstára. Úgy tűnik be akarja hozni azt a sok pénzt, amit eddig beruháztunk a csatába. Cél a kalandozás, de benne van a lehetőség, hogy kisebb csapat természetesen alkalmas az eldugott városok, rémisztős írok vagy határmenti erdők felkutatására. Amely fiú célja lenne 236. Oda mennek, ahova csak akarnak. A többi már csak rajtak múlik. 326. Meg lesznek a csapatok, ha olyan munkát végeznek, amiben jó. Értékmentésre fel. Legjobb, ha hagyjuk őket dolgozni, hogy ne álljanak az katonáink útjába. Az Inquisition együtt működik a hollókat, csak azért kérdezem, mert lehet, hogy ki fog, mondtam, az egyik bérgyilkosukat a forgalomból. Ha tudtam volna, hogy nektek dolgozik, legalább hagytam volna, hogy teljesítse a szerződést, nem számít. Engedd meg, hogy befejezzem helyettük. Tudd meg, hogy sokkal jobb munkát végeznek, mint a hollók. És sokkal kellemesebb velem dolgozni. Nem? Baráti szívesség. Az árnyak csak a töredékét kérnék. Árnyakat csak a töredékét kérném érte. Zebrán. Zefrán hasznos szövetséges lenne, átcsoportosítanám a forrásokat neki, miközben névlegesen feltétlenül a szövetséget minket a hullókkal. Egy újabb bérgyilkosok is segítenek, miután megölte az egy másik bérgyilkosunkat. Már így is szerződésben vagyunk a hollókkal, miért bonyolítani tovább a dolgot?
Inquisitor.
Kettő és fél óra. Ez is 2,5. Nagyon rossz. Körkor megszállása. Mágusok lázadásának mélypontja már múlté, de ez a mágus, aki kirobbantotta az egészet, aki elpusztította a Körkonk káptalanházat és megölte, eltén a főpap, mert tucatnyi ártatlan hívővel együtt még mindig szabad lábon van. A fanatikus Anders bíróság elé kell állítani. Bár Vanessa-nek még nincs a városban, de még mindig otthont ad a számos társának. Ezért határoztam, hogy megszállom Kirkwort, hogy kézzel kerítsem Anderst. Ám a Starkemeni hódítási művelete nem úgy alakult ebben a hírhet nyugtalan városban, ahogy terveztem. A lakosok ellenállnak nekem. Elfeledték, mennyit tettem a város és a szabadgyepük jóléti inkvizíció hű szövetségeségét támogatóként. Folyamodom vállalkozásomban, hogy Kirkwort végre irányítások alá vonhasson, mielőtt még több ártatlan esik bántódásra. Sebastian Weil. Lehetőségben újfent véget vetni ennek, ami javunkra szolgálja. Evelyn vissza fog lépni, a túlerővel kell szembenéznie. Kibővítjük a Sebastian seregét az inkvizíciós ügynökökkel, akik tanácsadóként csatlakoznak. Megakadályozhatjuk őt abban, hogy még több kárt tegyen. Attól tartok, diplomáciai következménye lesz annak, hogy meglátják a katonáinkat, és órisó sereg részének tekintik. Mondjuk azt, hogy a hercegnek, hogy az inkvizíció nem tud semmit nélkülözni, már elég pusztulása után kihibáztat minket. A herceg bosszút akar állni mindenkin, aki a menedéket nyújtott Andersnek. A körkori ellenállást Evelyn őrkapitány vezeti. Segítségünkkel megtörtént Sebastian elszálltságát is visszaiszhatja egy Starkheavenbe. Hát, nyert a diplomácia, mert az hamarabb meg.
At your service.
Ja, itt van. Akkor azt kell, mit tudom, mikor mi nyugodtan mászkálhatunk. Ez is egy orosz. Másfél. Itt még lesz egy kis feladatunk. Három és fél óra. És három és fél. Túl rossz. Akkor ez a polgári háborúnak megsegítése. A császári sereg tájékoztatni fogja az Inquizíció hadseregét Corybeusz ellen is. Támogatni fogja. De foglalkoznunk kell a hazai gondokkal is. A fátyol elvékonyodása miatt, ami kétségkívül gyakrabban fordul elő a homályrések megjelenése után, a démonok ólálkodnak az utakon, Wolfortét és Mortiszál között. Ezt a lehető leghamarabb cselekvést igényelne. Sajnos az utakon egyre több utazó van. Üzletünket helyreállítani próbáló kereskedők egy polgár a háború után hazatérő polgárok, akik még csak inkább megnehezítik a helyzetet. A császári sereg segítséget kért az Inquisition elveszély felszámolásáról. Kétlem, hogy a hadsereg szüksége lenne teljes állományunkra, ügynökeink felderíthetnének az utat, és legrosszabb környékekről eltérítenék az utazókat. A kereskedők gyakran utaznak fegyveres kíséret, de a polgároknak biztonságosan menedékre van szükségük. Az ő nyelvünkön folyamatos segítséget kell találhoz. 4-be. Ez a lehetőség a szövetségünk megszilárdítására is, hogy bizonyítjuk, egyenrangúak vagyunk velük. Egy közös hadművelet által jobban megérthetnék a császári sereg szerkezetét és taktikáját.
All right.
Most elmegyünk diskurálni egy kicsit. Addigra talán Leliánálás megcsinál, ezt akkor megpróbálkozunk a leghosszabb egyszer. Még akkor talán még függ.
Master Solas asked that, did he? He said it was at your convenience, my lady. No, I'll see to it right away. His hunches are usually correct. How bracing to be in the thick of the game again. The last time I was at Alam Shiral was Countess Letienne's wedding. There were a dozen affairs, 5 secret alliances, and a duel between 2 chevaliers over the vintage of an Antivan port. But until the Duchess was en masse, I've never seen the Winter Palace in shock.
You don't see the Empress of Orlais almost killed in cold blood every day.
Not so brazenly, no. The game's become increasingly insular in the past few years. Corypheus skillfully took advantage. It's disturbing so few people in the Orlesian court were aware of the Duchess's machinations.
You'd think the game's greatest players would spot a murderer in their midst.
As I said, insularity. Familiar rivals become the only ones worth sparring with. But let's not lose sight of victory. Your actions at the ball have secured us allies and favors alike.
My favorite moment of the evening is still our waltz in the garden.
I could have danced with you for hours. We must do it again sometime.
Biztosítsuk Zevrának a szükséges forrásokat, anélkül, hogy elmondanák Poloknak, hogy ez a nagyúr megfoghatatlan bizonyul. Egyet több szempár, mint Ciniában nem ártat leljelenne. Gyerek Zefán, Arientó, tünde holló szobrocska. Egy jégvárba kötöttük, ideítettem, hol tartózkodik Enzo, már csak sokkal több Venatori veszi körül, mint amire számítottam. Mondjuk buncsot a bosszantó barátaink. Zevran Arinai. Egy antivény neves meggyilkolásában részt venni veszélyes. Ahogy az is, hogy mondjuk, hogy valaki ellopja holló célpontját. A bízol Zefránban, hogy teljesíti feladatot, amár meg... Most már szakítsuk meg vele a kapcsolatot. Nem intézhetünk bizonytalan támadás, így Venatori erőd ellen oda kell küldeni katonái hadsegítsen. Zefrán tehetséges, de ha csak egyedül lesz az ügynökeim, elvonhatják az ellenség figyelmét. Ő kivégezheti Enzót és a Venatorikat az ő zavar.
Inquisitor.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
How exactly does one turn farmers into members of the upper classes?
There are procedures for granting honored citizens of the Empire the title of Lord or Lady. Very long procedures. And so much paperwork. I've called in a substantial number of favors just to cut through half of it.
Why did the Duparacats hate the Montiliers so much they set up a permanent assassination watch?
A Montilier and a Duparacat fell in love. A young couple, pledged elsewhere, attempted to elope. The whole thing ended so violently, it's a wonder any survived. It's fortunate the Duparacat's descendants hold no grudges.
What if the Duparacats refuse to aid you?
I've already contacted the Duparacats, Inquisitor. They're ready to help us. It will be a long road, But a lordship is a chance to restore a proud lineage to their heirs. Besides, I've promised them a heavy bag of coin once this is over.
Are you sure the House of Repose will forget this assassin contract on a farmer's signature?
It's perfectly legal. In Valroyo's noble circles, a written word is a bond. Besides, the guild would never risk being so unspeakably crass.
These assassins are afraid of being seen as impolite.
Breaking one's public oath or bond implies a certain poverty in Orlais. A common merchant may lack the resources or manners to fulfill a debt, but among the guilds, it would be shameful.
What's the next favor we need to get these Duparacats a lordship?
We need a judge of the royal court to procure documents acknowledging them as nobility again.
Intézzel egy szíves segítő.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you. You're just in time. We almost had to start without you.
What exactly were you starting without me now?
I found her, Ruffles. Deal her in.
I do hope I recall the rules. It's been ages since I've played a game of Wicked Grace.
Grab a seat. We're ready to start.
Are we playing cards or what?
Are 3 drakes better than a pair of swords? Ugh, I can never remember.
Seeker, remember how I said, don't show anyone your hand? That rule includes announcing it to the table.
There's a crown on his head, but a sword too. His head didn't want either.
Don't talk to the face cards, kid.
You seem to have enough people. I have 1,000 things to do.
Losing money can be both relaxing and habit-forming. Give it a try.
Curly, if any man in history ever needed a hobby, it's you.
Dealer starts. Oh, I believe I'll start at... Oh, 3 coppers. Do you think that's too daring? Maybe I'll make it 1. No. Boldness. 3 it is.
Seriously, who starts at 3 coppers? Silver or go home.
Sounds good. I'm in. Bolder the better, right? I'm in.
Me too. Well, are you in?
I'm in, and raising another silver.
You haven't even looked at your cards.
Our illustrious leader is betting we're bluffing.
You are bluffing.
The poor recruit ran out into the dining hall in nothing but his knickers. And this profound silence fell over the hall as 70 mages and 30 Templars all turned to stare at once. Then, a slow round of applause began and spread until every soul was on their feet. A standing ovation.
What did he do?
Saluted, turned on his heel, and marched out like he was in full armor.
He did not.
Good man.
You're shitting us.
That's how you know it's true. I could never put that in a book. Too unlikely.
I think it's our professional storyteller's turn to tell one.
I think I can manage that. Did I ever tell you about the time we broke into Chateau Haine? It started, as most capers do, with a trap. And then Hawk looks up and says, "Looks like the Duke has fallen from grace."
That's how Duke Prosper died? You know, that's almost perfect for him. And the dealer takes everything. I win again.
Deal again. I've figured out your tells, Lady Ambassador.
Commander, everyone knows a lady has no tells.
Then let's see if your good fortune lasts one more hand.
I'm not losing any more coin to Josephine, but I have got to see this.
That's what.
Don't say a word, dwarf.
I tried to warn you, Curly.
Never bet against an Antivan, Commander.
I'm leaving. I don't want to witness our commander's walk of shame back to the barracks.
Well, I do.
It comes off. I didn't know it came off.
És természetesen a gatyáját is.
I'm glad you decided to join us tonight. It's too easy to mistake you for the Inquisitor.
You're mistaking me for me. How much did you have to drink?
It's easy to forget you're not just an icon or symbol. Like those statues of Andraste holding bowls of fire. At least it is for me. You up for another game when this is all over, Inquisitor?
I wouldn't miss it.
Good. It'll take me a while to talk Cullen into it. Maybe I'll work the revenge angle.
Who's that? Did I win?
Na, te is ott voltál egyszer.
I need to have a few words with my publisher. The first one will be you, and the second one will be Bastard. They've claimed for years my crime serials don't sell in Orlais. So why is the Council of Heralds asking me for autographs? Sorry, distracted. Anyway, you need something?
Tell me the truth, Varric. Do you actually think I was sent by Andraste?
Shit. This is going to be awkward. I guess I do. Either you're guided by the hand of some higher power, or you have the worst luck.
I wouldn't have pegged you as an Andrastian.
It's a great story. It's got heroism, love, betrayal, and random musical numbers. What's not to like? I don't have a nug in this race. It could be bullshit, it could be true. I'll never know. But I like the idea that maybe you could save the world with a song.
Why are those my only options?
Look at all the shit that's happened to you. You were saved from the explosion that leveled a mountaintop and fell out of the Fade. You traveled through time, faced down one of the ancient magisters who started the Blights, had a mountain fall on you, and lived. Single-handedly saved the Orlesian Empire. Stopped an army of demons. One of those things would be impossible. All of them together? That's a miracle.
I'm starting to see your point.
Just try to warn me before falling into the Fade again, would you? I hate that place. What can I do for you, your inquisitorialness?
I read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Carry on.
If you've got questions, I'm your dwarf.
Tell me more about Bianca.
I'm not making any promises here. Ask.
What makes the Merchants Guild such a danger to her?
Well, to be fair, it's more of a danger to me. Technically, we're not supposed to be within 300 leagues of one another. If it got back to the guild that we were seen together, they'd freeze my assets and then have me killed. Maybe not in that order.
What in the world did you do to cause that?
We almost started a clan war. Does it matter? I can't change it now.
So how long have the two of you been together?
Well, if you want to split hairs, we're not. Usually there's a continent between us at all times. We write letters. Now and then we manage to meet up. I don't know if that's together. Shit, it's been what, 15 years? Great. Now I feel old. Thanks.
How do you know Bianca? The lady, I mean, not the crossbow.
I met her years ago when she still lived in Kirkwall, and I was looking for someone with mechanical skills. Bianca is, beyond a doubt, the most brilliant smith you'll ever meet. I haven't seen her since she got married and moved to Orlais.
Bianca is married. Somehow I thought the two of you had a history.
Bianca's family are Kalnas. Surface dwarves, so conservative they don't take a piss without asking the ancestors first. They picked out a smith caste boy for her. Wealthy, respected, has a great anvil collection. The perfect husband. I heard the wedding was lovely. The one Bianca actually showed up for, anyway.
All right, tell me the truth. Bianca made your crossbow, didn't she? I mean, it has her name.
It's not that simple. The Carta thinks my Bianca was a freak success by a Carta inventor who could never duplicate it. If they thought anyone else was involved, someone who could make one work, things would be bad. So, I really can't tell the story. I don't want any more blood on my hands.
I guess that's it for now.
Sure. I'll be here.
There are spirits hovering by the veil to observe the thrones of powerful nations, the machinations, betrayals. After our time in Halam Shiral, I understand why. I had forgotten how I missed court intrigue.
I'm pleased you had a good time.
Political gambits, broken promises, half-truths. It is a palace full of motivation. And motivation is where great things happen. In any event, Celine should now be a steadfast ally, especially after helping her neutralize Briala.
I hope you know that I didn't turn over Briala lightly. If I'd had another option...
What? Why would I disapprove of... Oh, because we're both elves. I'm sorry, I was confused. I do not consider myself to have much in common with the elves.
Who do you have much in common with? Who are your people?
A good question. I joined the Inquisition to save the world. Regardless of who my people are, this was the best way to help them. As for the elves of Orlais, Briala did what she could. She was an admirable woman, even if her gambit failed.
Even if we couldn't help Briala, I hope we can make life better for Orlesian elves.
Stop Corypheus. That will do for a start. It speaks well of you to feel for the oppressed. Help them for that. Know them for what they are, instead of just seeing a pair of pointed ears. Hello.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
I'd be perfectly happy never again setting foot in the Winter Palace. It wasn't the gossip and backstabbing, I know what the game entails, but the indifference to it all.
I didn't care for it myself.
I shouldn't be surprised. The Chantry can be the same. Their politics are less extravagant, but just as heated. The Empress rules a country. The Divine influences half a continent.
Is there anything I should know?
Only that I'm never playing cards again. I still can't find my... It doesn't matter. I don't know how Varric talked me into that.
Because it's good to unwind and spend time with your friends?
I suppose that's true.
That's all for now.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
No, akkor.
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. You saved an empress, and now she's eating out of your hand. Perfect mental image. All this dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
That's something you actually miss.
Who wouldn't? All the drama, the scandal, the petty maneuverings. Back home, we engage in social affairs with the grim intensity of war. When blood is spilled, the battle is won. Less fun when you're the target, but to watch. My, yes. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair. It's fascinating.
I should go.
Try not to die. I would notice you were gone. Questions, questions.
I should go.
Here I thought we were just getting to the good part.
Greetings again, Inquisitor.
I trust everything is well with the mages.
We're mostly relieved. An alliance with the Inquisition offers security, although who knows for how long.
I'll leave you to it.
So it's true. Some look to Cassandra or even me as Justinia's successor. I never thought the idea would gain momentum. There is, after all, no shortage of vultures circling the sunburst throne.
Is becoming divine something you really want?
When Justinia was alive, I would have laughed at anyone who even suggested that I could be her successor. Things have changed. Still, I don't know. Restoring the Chantry will be like trying to steer a sinking vessel through a storm.
Whoever becomes divine will have my support if she requires it.
And I'm sure whoever becomes divine will absolutely require the Inquisition's backing. The Chantry is faltering, but it still has influence over the people. Who tells the people what's right? Who do they look to in times of peril? A divine with enough support can change the Chantry. And with it, Thedas. But this is a discussion for later. If Corypheus wins, finding a new divine will be the least of our problems. A message from Divine Justinia.
That's a shock. You're all right reading it.
Thank you for the concern, Inquisitor. But I am. This message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
Why hide things in Valence? What's so special about it?
Justinia was revered mother at the Chantry there for many years before she became the Divine. It is a place that holds great meaning for her.
Do you know what you're looking for?
The Divine was a powerful woman who used her position to obtain all sorts of things. Whatever she hid in Valence would very likely benefit the Inquisition and must be kept from falling into the wrong hands. If I'm lucky, she will have instructions for me.
You take your instructions from me? What sort of help can a dead divine give you?
I don't know. Perhaps something to do with the Chantry. Or it could be personal. She guided me for many years, Inquisitor, as a divine and as a friend. There are days when I still look to her for advice, only to remember that I am alone.
I'll help in whatever way I can.
Wonderful. I was hoping you would agree to come with me to Valence. One more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it. I shall meet you at the Chantry in Valence. Try not to delay.
Mhm.
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company.
Na, ezt elárulod.
When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day, they found a dog. A wretched little thing. It came to them for food. They caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up. Do you know what I did?
You stopped them? Cut the dog down?
I did nothing. Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting. And I turned around, went inside, and closed the door. I could have told my father, or alerted someone. I didn't. I just pretended it wasn't happening.
You said you were just a boy.
I was old enough to know the dog was suffering and that it was wrong. I may as well have tied the noose myself. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
Nothing worth doing is easy.
Look at you. You would have done the right thing. We're lucky there are people like you in the world. There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
I wonder who knows pain has tried the game. It's one who lacks a certain wherewithal. For he knows well a pain with paltry gain. The fool who dares to rhyme Halam Shara.
It writes itself. At least it seems it should.
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Sharal was a mess. At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
The politicking we saw at Halam Shiral might seem pointless, but it's the beating heart of the Empire. The winner of the game is the one who best builds alliances, and controls what's discussed and what's decided.
So it rewards manipulation, instead of rewarding the ability to get stuff done. I don't know. The Qun isn't perfect, but it doesn't care what any single person wants. Orlais is full of people who care about nothing else. Pleasure as always, boss.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
One for the Empress, for Gaspar, Brianna, the Duchess, and Coryphatus. right in the dangle bag.
All right, you're clearly annoyed. What can I do?
You're doing fine. It's the dead piled up in Halam Shiral that's nagging at me. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right, so long as there's a butt for the throne? A pretty one, sure. But how many lives are worth one empress's arse? Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
We decided the course of a nation. I think it was worthwhile.
Right, Orlais will never be the same. Except for everything they say and do. Ugh, you know the most important thing I got out of all of that mess? The one thing. Don't sleep with empresses. That's what that was all about. That, and Briala being an idiot. The whole thing would have gone different if that little piss-up wasn't in the middle.
There was a lot more going on than a lover's spat.
Oh, sure.
There was.
Because of the hole in the sky? Pfft. Plenty of idiots around before, and there'll be plenty of idiots around after. Better save some arrows, yeah?
Még összetérünk rá csak. A herceg nem volt elégedett a válaszunkkal, hadjáratot folytatja. Még mi támogatásunk nélkül is. Hát legyen. Most így is súlyosabb problémákkal szembenéznünk. Josephine. Andrewi ajándéka. Kényes tárgyalások. Na várjál, mert előbb még volt egy másik is. Egy nemes domogi pecséttel ellátott levél. Megtisztelés volt az Inquizíció katonái mellett harcolni a démonok. Nem sok esélyük volt, lenyűgöző hadsereget vezet parancsnok. Semmi se köt szorosabbra egy szövetséget, mint a csatában tanúsított bajtás sérjasság. Arassunk hasonló győzelmeket a jövőben is. Viszont nemes lovak befolyni. A császáriság ajánlata. Parancsnok, ha jól értem, katonáid egy csapat vörös templomost akarnak küldezni Valfurat körülvéve erősébe. Nem felejtettük el a démonok ellen nyújtott segítségeteket? És vajon nem arra esküdtünk meg, hogy segítséget nyújtunk nektek Koripeusz ellen? Fogjunk együtt fegyvert és űzzük el ezeket a templomosokat. Viszont nemes lovak. Saját erőforrásaink csak kisebb rajtaütésekre tett volna lehetővetésébe. A császári sereg segítségével teljesen kiűzhetjük a vörös templomosokat a területről.
All right.
Inquisitor, rá kell vennünk az Orlész bírót, hogy aláírjon néhány okmányt, mellyel hivatalosan kérelmezik a töpörknek nemesi rangra való emelését. Megkönnyeztem Alord bírót. Azt kérte, hogy inkvizíciós küldöttséget tartson veled Erhát. Ha egy vadász expedíció erejéig valamilyen ritka pók, a bíró elmondása szerint akkora, mint egy ló, él a barlangokban. Néhány nap járó földre az égváltó nyugatra. Van testőrséget akar, aki ismerik a hegyeket is, mutassák neki az utat. Küldünk egy néhány feltejtét és tisztelt kíséretű, és állott bíró örömmel aláír majd bármit, amit kérünk tőle, Josephine. A parancsnok volt, amikor kedves, hogy talált néhány katonát, akik nélkülözni tud, akik elkísérhetik Harold bírót, a vadász társaságát.
At your service.
Hírek Zefran Arient. Amikor meghallottam, hogy ügynökeit elvonták az ellenség figyelmét, nem számítottam ilyen hatalmas tűzre. Micsoda zűrzavar volt, mekkora felfordulás, minden olyan eleven volt. Természetesen Enzo úr és Venatorik úgy döntöttek, hogy kevésbé elemelen fognak viselkedni, mire vége lett az egésznek. Zefran menekülés a hullók elő, befolyást mosztott. Akkor egy kis menekülés a hullók elől. Van egy kis. Hát ezt nem tudom beadni, akkor valaki más választani. Melyik a másik az a 2.30-ra? 3.24. Ez is 2.36. Ez is 2.36. Ez 3.24 akkor. A Madralis ház. Dorian befejezte a i.BL segítségével folytatott kutatásait, úgy hiszi, hogy kapcsolatot talált Coripeusz és egy Amarandis házbeli Cetrius nevű magiszter között. Ez nehéz lesz bizonyítani, de talán nem is lesz túl nagy haszna, de semmit sem ér. Az Amarandis ház még mindig létezik. Már a puszta vár is, hogy Coripeusz és Cetrius egy és ugyanaz a személy. Miértó lesz a botrányra a Tevinterbe, amit a család élő tagjai valószínűleg kétségbe igyekeznének elkerülni. Zsaroljuk meg őket, kétségtelenül ugyanazt tennék velünk, a fordított helyzetben lennének tovább. Minden Tevinteri háznak van ellensége, adjuk el ezt az információt egyiküknek a torhoz. A jó akaratunk jeléjével küldjünk el neki némi információt, lássuk mit kezdenek vele.
Let's see what we have.
Hát leghamarabb volt. 2, akkor már megyünk diskurálni egy kis. Akkor talán már lesz valamelyik, amelyik ezt a torrásot rálepít. Vagy a 20 óra. De nem az volt, hogy mit tudom én? Vagy én olvastam rosszul, de szerintem azt nem tudom mennyi volt írva. A 6 óra rossz, csak mit tudom, azt írta, hogy folyamatban van szerint. Kicsit el...
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
Na most nézzük majd egy világ térképet, mert van valami. Aha.
Something you wanted to talk about?
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem.
Nem beszéltünk Viviennel, meg... No, valami előre.
Inquisitor, I wonder if you might help me with a delicate situation. There is an alchemical formula that I must complete, but I have been unable to obtain a critical ingredient. The heart of a snowy wyvern. I had arranged to obtain one, but the chevaliers working with me were killed in the Civil War.
I didn't know you were an alchemist, Vivian. What exactly is this project you're working on?
It is a special request from a member of the Council of Heralds. I am still the Imperial Court Enchanter, after all. The matter is private. That is all there is to say.
You want me to risk my life to get this thing for you, but you won't tell me what it's for.
My dear, it is hardly proper for me to blab the secrets of those who put trust in my discretion. I would not have attained my position at court if I didn't know when to be silent.
If I'm going to hunt down a snowy wyvern, I need you to tell me everything you know about it.
They're quite rare and exceedingly dangerous. Their venom is the most potent of any wyvern. Ordinary hunters would not make the attempt. The risk is too great. You, my dear, would certainly be an equal to this monster.
I'm not a hunter. Why do you think I can help?
This beast is not hunted for sport, as other wyverns sometimes are. It is far more deadly. In the past, chevaliers have been dispatched to either kill the creatures or drive them away from villages. Since my chevaliers have fallen to political conflict, I find myself in need of someone with a martial aptitude.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you, my dear. I would be most grateful. I shall give the location of its lair to Cullen. Remember, my dear, I must have its heart, or the potion will not work. I eagerly await your success.
Ered meg a hófej serkengyék szívét, szentség finkságú.
Yes?
Legalább lesz feladatom. Ennyit tudom előtni az időt. 3 dolog.
I should look around.
Csak nem elmentél valóba. Üzenetbek volt. Jó barát és példakép voltál, megtanítottál megkülönböztetni a jót a rossztól. És ami a legfontosabb barátságot adtál. Hogy kiállják az előbbiekért, megtisztelésül volt szolgálni téged.
The spy master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
Go on. Leliana knows where he is, doesn't she? She knows everything.
She doesn't know everything, yet. Sister Leliana had us search the Warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
Na, hát most meg kell keresni. Összegyűjt jelentés, egy összegyűjt papír, úgy látszik, mint hogyha kivették volna a Leliana növének egyik legfrissebb jelentésébe. Ciri Morray hadnagyot 937-ben történt Kalisz. Egy mészállásért felelős egyik katonát elfogták Lédezbe. Többiek hasonlóan akiket bűnrészességük okán letartóztattak, Morray is ragaszkodik hozzá, hogy nem tudott róla, hogy gyilkosságot követett el ő. És ő csak egy kapitány parancsát követte. Ez a kapitány Tronbranier. Rainier. Vagy Rainier. Még mindig szabad lábon van. Morrayt kivégzik még ezen a héten Vórolyolba.
I don't know what to do.
Pain hides behind certainty. Not knowing, searching, is a first step.
Akkor még ott is lesz, nem? Nem, hogy...
Will you not consider it, Lady Cassandra? The clerics are still sequestered. If no one steps forward, they will debate until...
And you think I could make them agree? I've heard enough for one day, Mother Giselle.
Talk to her, your worship.
What's going on now?
I assume you've heard that Leliana and I are both candidates to be the next Divine. Because of what happened at Halam Shiral, of course, the Empire favors you. Thus, everyone close to you. So now the Chantry bandies our names about without even asking us first.
How can you and Leliana be candidates? You're not even priests.
It's not without precedent. Amar III was sister to the Emperor, and Galatea a commoner. Leliana and I were, at least, part of the Chantry hierarchy. It would be accepted.
Why even consider it? Who cares about the Chantry?
I care. Surely it was never meant to be like this. The Chantry, the Circle of Magi, the Templars, this cannot be what they intended when it all began. The Chantry should provide faith, hope. Instead, it cannot veer from its course, even in the face of certain death.
I'm surprised to hear you of all people say that.
Oh? Am I not the same woman who declared the Inquisition against the Chantry's wishes? In all my years as a Seeker, I did what I was told. My faith demanded it. But now my faith demands something else. That I see with better eyes.
If you're concerned, then make it better.
Did you know Varric is Andrastian? Oh, he blasphemes with every second breath, but deep down he believes. His heart is virtuous. But he would never step foot in a Chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
What would you change about the Chantry?
The Circle of Magi has its place, but it needs reform. Let the mages govern themselves with our help. Let the Templars stand not as the jailers of mages, but as protectors of the innocent. We must be vigilant, but we must also be compassionate to all peoples of Thedas, human or no. That is what I would change.
So this is your new crusade?
I've agreed to nothing yet.
And if the Chantry calls on you?
Then I will do whatever I can, for as long as I can. I suppose I should not be so concerned. The clerics speak my name for now, nothing more. For now, restoring order and stopping Corypheus remain our priority.
Várjál, nem tudom, mi felteszem, mert egy megengedett kérdés feltem.
It's good to see you.
So, you're a candidate for Divine now?
So I am informed.
Is that something you actually want?
Why should what I want matter?
Why shouldn't it matter? Don't you have the right to be happy?
It is very simple. The Chantry needs to survive. To do that, it must change. I have never believed in asking another to do what you are unwilling to do yourself. So I look upon this as an opportunity. I owe it to myself and all of Thedas to seek the Sunburst throne.
I think you'd make an excellent choice.
Thank you. Let's hope the Chantry clerics agree.
De már nem tudom azt az útját behozni. A szív...
Do you have any advice for me?
It seems that Corypheus searches for elven artifacts. That's hardly surprising. Tevinter power is based on what those vultures scavenged from the ancient elves. Whatever advantage he hopes to gain, we need to stop him at once.
Do you have any advice for me?
You know what you need to do, Inquisitor.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Opa.
Oh, my maker, you cannot imagine how many letters I've received about the fracas at Halam Shiral. Fortunately, you tied twice as many threads as cut, although it is yet bewildering at the center.
There are problems coming out of Halam Shiral.
There are always problems from Halam Shiral. We've lost a few contracts, but more than made up for it. Although, if a few commendations were given, it might retie some severed threads. I couldn't suggest how. That is better decided at your war table, and I'm not going near that thing.
How's it going? Do we have what we need?
With Skyhold shining like a beacon? You name it, it's here or on the way. I've wrung out the slackers, given them what for. I think I like this job.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
Alkudozásra fegyverasztalok. Te. Inquisitor adott bíró aláírta papírokat, melyeket be kell mutatnunk a depörkőnek újbóli nemesi rangra emelését. Már csak egy lépés maradt, az újbóli miniszternek jóvá kell hagyni őket. Kérlek, gyere el hozzám, ha lesz rá időd. A bíró egyébként üdvözletét küldi. A vadászat nyilvánvalóan csodálatos sport, és a katonáink bátran szembeszálltak azzal a valamivel, amit ilyen sikoltó emberenőnek neveztek. Az ispotályban megnyugtatnak, hogy a sebesültek teljesen fel fognak épülni, Józsefin. Császár és öreg ajánlata. Elsőprő győzelmet arattunk, ellenségeink megérzik majd a hatását. Duszert nemes lovak. Ez egy 5 óra hossza, ez még folyamatban van, ez 6 óra. Várjál, volt amelyik egy közel 20 órába telik. Ez talán már elérhető. Kényes tárgyalások. Inquisitor úr, miután legutóbb segítettél a Venatorikkal kapcsolatban, reménykedem benne, hogy az Inquisitor egy újabb ügyben is segítségemre lehet. Úgy most a békét helyreállítani. Az Oréziában újabb tárgyalásokat szeretnék indítványozni Szelén császárnőnél. Nem vagyunk baráti viszonyban, nem titkolt okból, bár ezek a nézeteink közt a béke mindenkinek legfőbb érdeke. Ez akkor is kényes. A császárnő tartozik neked, és ezért te oly mértékben elősegíted a tárgyalásokat, ahogy senki más. Várom a válaszod, Anorol Terin királynő. Nagyon rossz viszony a két nemzet között, de mindent megteszek, hogy előre segítsem a béketárgyalásokat. 16.
At your service.
Akkor maradt... az 3,5 óra. 2,5 óra. Ez is 2,5. Nézzünk, van rövidebb. Ez is 2,5. Már amíg ütítem. És 3,5. Eddig ez a legrövidebb. Ez megvan annyi idő alatt. Még egy az 3. Hát talán addigra befejeződne. Ez 2,5. Ez is 3,5. Ezt még nem tudjuk, mert úgy látszik, ezt kicsodának kell intézni. Hát akkor... Jó, ez volt. Szövetségesek elő a régi fegyvert. Az orosz ilyen nagyul továbbra is biztosítékot és szövetséget kér, amíg átvezeti családját a hűbéresek mocsarán a fővárosba. Néhány az oldalt váltott, mások meg teljesen lemondtak birtokaikról, hogy méltósággal elkerik a hivatalos elvesztésüket. Járó szégyent, egyre többen aggódnak a társadalmi helyzetük és szövetségeségük miatt. Ahelyett az inkvizícióról szóló különböző állításokkal szemben kötöttek. Hát jó, után biztosítjuk inkább őket a részvények módszerével. Jövőben konfliktusok elkerülése véget, bár én nem fogom kisebbíteni az inkvizíció hatalmát. Támogassuk őt közvetetten, hogy tudjunk támogatásukra is be, de a többiek ne gondolják, hogy közvetlenül kötődünk hozzá. Megnyerhetjük Derasier nagyúr bizalmát, és seregünk felvonultatásával biztos vagyok benne, hogy méltányolnák katonái tekintélyük.
Inquisitor.
Hát ha minden jó megy, akkor ez talán a stream vége előtt meg lenne. És akkor a másik ilyen kisebb, hosszabbat be tudnánk indítani. Hadműveletet.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
What's the next favor we need to get these Duparacats a lordship?
We must persuade Minister Belize to ratify the papers. She's in charge of these matters of rank. The minister will be at a small fete thrown by the Marquis Wiscott. I'll get you an invitation.
Menj a terepasztal, szervezd meg a... De most nem tudom megszervezni, mert folyamatban.
If you've got questions, I'm your dwarf.
Carry on.
Próbáljuk az időt húzni, de... Nem ebbe a házba kellett volna bejönni, a másikban van.
Going well, I hope?
What's been going on?
Just waiting to get back out there.
I have to go.
Meg kell hallgatni Szerának, mi a kínja van.
Inquisitor, of course. Could be better.
Did you hear the news?
Of course.
There's you, yes?
I was thinking you and I should get to know each other.
Right. You come with me. So, you've been chatting me up. I heard that, yeah? And seen the looks. That's all fun and such, out there walking around. But maybe there's more in your head. Like you want to be more? I mean, I don't usually go for elves. Feel like a bag of chicken necks. But yes, I like you. It's good.
It's nice to finally admit what we both knew was there.
You've been saying it other ways. Maybe me too. But I'm tired of talking. Of everybody always talking. We're all dead this. We'll kill them that. What about what's important when you like someone? I'm in bed. You should get to your bed. Now's good.
Sarah, I'm inviting you up to my chambers.
No, I'm racing you there. I win. I lock the door. Come on, Inky. Show me what you've got.
Most
Hello, you.
How are we doing, you and I?
If you want, you'll never go a night without knowing. Fact. So, back at you. How are we doing?
We're good, and I hope it keeps on.
Azt hittem már megint elbúzott a feleden, igen.
As long as you're not stupid. Come back soon. You better. Can't wait, what's on? That time.
No, they don't.
It's just what I heard.
Inky.
Tintás. Micsoda be... De most ezt eljött így játszani többször? Hát...
I didn't understand the Grand Ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
Orlesian nobles see politics as a great competition.
Yes, but none of them ever win.
So, Cole. I'll talk to you later.
Probably.
Right. That's why.
Welcome back.
You all right, sir? Of course.
Good day.
Micsodában nem tudunk beszélni. Bár gondolt egyet valamire elment Warriorba.
Hello.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Yes?
Is there anything I should know?
My senior officers report that the soldiers are in good spirits. Having the Imperial Army as an ally has bolstered their confidence. The Orlesian military is highly regarded. Of course, I'd wager our own recruits are equal to any Chevalier.
Is there anything I should know?
Your plan is sound. We are ready to move on the Arbor Wilds when you give the word. I will see you reach the temple before Corypheus.
Is there anything I should know?
Not at present.
That's all for now.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
Ezt intézik, utána a fegyver. Hopp.
Inquisitor? First, this wasn't my idea. It is an issue born of titles and heir apparency and... Halam Shiral is having difficulty freeing trade routes formerly controlled by Duchess Florian. Had she been tried, her assets would be forfeit and considerable bureaucracy avoided. So they ask that we judge her.
There is worth and weight in every judgment, no matter how unusual.
That was the time allotted for rebuttal. Her crimes negated any claim to... Forgive me, there is an odor.
Grand Duchess Florian de Chalon? Guilty. Your claims are forfeit. I assume, Josephine, this is enough?
Quite, Inquisitor. And again, my apologies.
Egy doboz, mit tudom, na mindegy. Na jó. Mielőtt megyünk, akkor tüntető vagy ember? Na jó, ami nem kell, az biznisz.
Greeting.
Na. Kinyilatkoztatások vele, hogy vegyérünk. Hozd el nekem hófehér szívét. Ja, meg előbb el kell menni borra, jó. Miért nem engedett utazni oda?
I didn't get the chance to say so earlier, but welcome back to Skyhold. After that terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no?
I'm thankful to be back. No one should enter the Fade physically.
And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate?
Anything I should know?
Celine has cemented power in Orlais. Good, we need an ally like her. At the moment, she's said to be rooting out the last of Gaspard's supporters. Once that is done, we will have a united Orlais behind the Inquisition.
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
I'll leave you to your work.
Ja. De pap nee home.
Wandering the gardens, I see.
I'd like to know more about you.
If you have questions, then ask.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Until next time, then.
Ez azért mint miért nem? Már elfog.
It's just as I remember it.
You didn't tell me you'd been here before.
After the Blight ended, I came here to see Justinia. She was just Dorothea then, a revered mother. I needed her wisdom after the hero of Ferelden died.
It's peaceful here. You must have good memories of this place.
It was a place of comfort. It is good to see it still untouched by Corypheus.
Liliana, is that you?
Sister Natalie, what are you doing here? I thought you were in Val Rayo.
No, I've been here since Justinia died. This place makes me feel like she's still with us.
Inquisitor, this is Natalie, a trusted friend.
Nagyon csóváltad a fejedbe, nem nem tetszik neked.
You brought the Inquisitor here? My lady, forgive me for not recognizing you earlier.
Bigger things to worry about than that.
Oh, I see.
Natalie, listen. There is something hidden here. Something Justinia left for me.
Oh, really? What is it?
I don't know, but we'll find it. I'm curious to see what brought us all here. Justinia's letter came with instructions for me.
Old meg a rejtvény mielőtt erőnyét szívi.
Always remember that faith sprung from a barren branch. That light has no fear of darkness. Above all, that strength lives in an open heart.
She must be hinting at something in here. Let's look around.
Do they still sing verses from the benedictions every Friday? That canticle was Justinia's favorite.
Yes, of course. We'd never give up the traditions of a most beloved divine.
That is lovely to hear.
A furcsán próbáltad a fejed Leli ellen, valami neki nem tetszik.
Terrifying, but beautiful in its way.
It is beautiful.
Have you seen it by sunrise?
When the sun rises through it, it splits into what looks like 1,000 suns, like a broken mirror.
Yes, spectacular, isn't it? You must be careful, Natalie. Justinia's enemies are making their move, vying for position and the Sunburst throne.
De most két irányból is jelzem, de... De most... Ez így nem túlzottan. Érzénkünk meg van zavarodva.
An open heart. Well, that one's quite literal. And morbid. But Justinia always said that compassion was my greatest strength. Doubt is easy. It takes courage to trust.
Találja, hogy bemegy több irányba is jelzel, így kibaszottuk.
Justinia saved me, but not in the way you think. She wouldn't let me give up. She saved me by forcing me to save myself. There's always light where there's hope. Looks like we opened something. sorry to keep you waiting.
Good old Leliana was playing you the whole time. Didn't you realize?
They never sing the benedictions here on Fridays, Natalie. Something so simple. And you got it so wrong. I wanted to believe, but you were lying from the start. Keep that pretty mouth shut if you must, dear. You've already told me everything I need to know. The prickleweed burrs on your hem, talking about the sun rising through the breach. It all points to a single place. Morel in the Dales, Grand Cleric Victoire's bastion. She sent you, didn't she? Victoire was always an opportunist.
Who is this Grand Cleric? I've never heard of her.
An experienced cleric. She never agreed with Justinia, but kept her ideas to herself. I suppose now, with Justinia dead, she thought she could make her move.
I want to know what this Grand Cleric planned here.
She sent Natalie here to see what Justinia was hiding, no?
The Inquisition has turned Thidas away from the true Chantry. It must be stopped.
Stop us? You must be joking.
Mother Victoire is well loved by many. The Inquisition has more enemies than you know.
And Victoire thinks she can ally with them.
We don't have to be at odds, Natalie. You could come with us, join the Inquisition.
I was called to serve the Grand Cleric. I will not betray her. Kill me then. I am not afraid to die for my beliefs. At least I still know what I believe.
Release her, Leliana. She is no threat.
The Grand Cleric?
She is one woman. We are the Inquisition.
The Inquisitor has spoken. Run. Tell your mistress that she has a choice. The Inquisition is coming. No! This can't be it. There's nothing here.
It's not what you expected. That doesn't mean it's nothing.
There's a message carved in the lid. The left hand should lay down her burden. She's releasing me. The divine has a long reach, but it is always her left hand that stretches out. 1,000 lies, 1,000 deaths. Her commands, but my conscience that bore the consequences.
She apologized in the Fade. She said she failed you. This is what she meant.
All this time, Justinia carried the fear that she was using me. Just like I'd been used in the past. But Marjolaine's games were trifles. Justinia gambled with the fate of nations. She needed me. No one else could have done what I did. She knows that.
Then you have to let it go. Let her go. You don't owe her anything anymore.
If it were not for you, I would have killed Natalie and called it a good thing. Thank you for showing me what was right when I couldn't see it for myself. There are things that must be said, but not here. I will see you back at Skyhold.
Damn, Theo. Egy levél, melyet Mennyei Justin írt, és ami halála után képesítette Eliana. arra utasította őt, hogy látogass Valence-be, egy kis faluba az ébredő tengernél. A mennyei hagyott valamit a káptalanba, ami Leliának látni kell, beszélve az ég. Jó, akkor így húzzuk az időt, akkor gyalogolunk, mert lenne gyors utazás is, de...
Grand Cleric Victoire has offered the ambassador support for the Inquisition.
No problem. I am merely confused as to its practicality.
Of course. Won't happen again.
It isn't necessary to stop. I am merely confused.
I'm told that Ambassador Montillier is pleased with the restraint you showed in Valence.
She's positively beside herself. I will never hear the end of it.
Niceness before knives, Liliana. Haven't I always told you?
Will that be all, my lady?
For now. How have you been feeling since Valence?
Good. Wonderful. Valence was something of a rebirth for me. If you hadn't been with me at Valence, I would have killed Natalie. I'd have told you that I didn't have a choice. But there is always a choice. I am more than this. I am more than what Justinia made me.
Do you resent Justinia for what she did?
How can I when there is so much between us? When she gave her life for peace? No, I believe her intentions were pure. Most intentions are.
What does this mean for my Inquisition? Will you still be my spy master?
Of course. I would not give up my post. Not after everything we've built. I just know now that I shouldn't ignore my heart. Mercy is not always a weakness.
You've exceeded her. She could never have imagined the power you now hold.
And now I will know how to use that power wisely. I have to stay true to who I really am, before a spy master, left hand or barred. I almost lost myself.
Na, egy épipál van, még maradt. Némi bal szerencsé Josephine megpróbálta újra beiktatni családját kereső vállalkozásként Óréziába, ami életbe lépett egy gyilkos orgyilkossági szerződés, mely több mint 100 évvel ezelőtt köttetett meg a Deperken néven ismert család szerződéskora. Tényel éle, hogy a Deperkiek már nem tagja a nemességnek, a szerződés hatályos egynyugal. Háza nevű orgyilkos csoport hajtja végre a szerződésben foglaltakat, ők nem nyugszanak, amíg Josephine életben van.
Do if Templars did attack me?
Applaud. It's the least you deserve for abandoning your fellow mages.
I should join the rebellion even if I don't agree with it. I did the smart thing and got myself a wealthy patron.
You did the cowardly thing. You hide under our patron's skirts while your brethren die.
What is a seeker of truth exactly?
A sort of Templar, I suppose. Why do you ask?
Everyone's talking about the one in the Inquisition. I thought maybe she was a guardsman.
Lady Cassandra is more than that. I've met her.
Our heroes strode the winding road, defiant of the vile. Uncertain pause for home and cause when there is an issue that you should address. I think it's worth your time, Inquisitor.
You have, of course, notified the stakeholders.
They are expecting your tariffs, though I cannot say they will enjoy paying.
Oh, pish. Half the coin was from my coffers in the last switch when Celine ascended.
A wisely played change of religion.
Inquisitor, what an unexpected pleasure. You must have had a long journey to the city. Might there be any news from this house?
Here's a letter from Ellery. He's safe with his family in the Dales.
Oh, my Ellery. Oh, bless you. The Dions will sponsor the two parakeets as a family deserving of a noble title, Inquisitor. You have my word. Now please, forgive my hastiness, but I must read Ellery's words. Make her keep you.
Megmondani, találkozók kell be. Még ráadásul. Ha itt vagyunk, akkor már. Blackwall elhagyta az Inquisition, úgy tűnik valami köze van ennek a Monray nevű férfihez ma. Gallier mészárlásért felelős egyik katona kivégzi. Közelkövő vegyél részt.
Cyril Mornay, for your crimes against the Empire of Orlais. For the murders of General Vincent Callier, Lady Laurette Callier, their 4 children, and their retainers. You are sentenced to be hanged from the neck until dead. Do you have anything to say in your defense? Very well.
Azt meg akarod menteni?
Ah. Human justice.
They're going to kill him.
Proceed.
Stop!
A Grey Warden.
This man is innocent of the crimes laid before him. Orders were given, and he followed them like any good soldier. He should not die for that mistake.
Then find me the man who gave the order.
Te voltál?
Blackwall!
No, I am not Blackwall. I never was Blackwall. Warden Blackwall is dead, and has been for years. I assumed his name to hide like a coward from who I really am.
You, after all this time.
It's over. I'm done hiding. I gave the order. The crime is mine. I am Tom Rainier.
Jaj, jaj, jaj.
All in all, the Winter Palace game provided some fine sport, even with the extra player.
One cannot say it was not exciting.
Are you looking forward to the next Grand Ball?
I live for nothing else.
Can you believe it? Tom Rainier himself.
You must know something about Rainier.
I know what everyone knows. He'll hang for the massacre of a noble and his family.
Where did they take the prisoner?
In the jail of the marketplace. If you've goodbyes to say them now. It's a damned mess, but believe you me, it'll be sorted out quick. Lots of people can't wait to see that man swing. Guess not.
Akkor volt a kutyára való célzás.
The Winter Palace assaulted. Duchess Florian disgraced.
A shock, I agree.
A shock. This is devastating. How could you not see as much?
Perhaps I was numbed by the tearing of the sky.
Be careful.
Na, ebből hogy mászunk ki. Yeah.
I didn't take Blackwall's life. I traded his death. He wanted me for the Wardens, but there was an ambush. Darkspawn. He was killed. I took his name to stop the world from losing a good man. But a good man, the man he was, wouldn't have let another die in his place.
Was the bailiff telling the truth? Did you really do those things?
Yes, I did. It's all true. It's time we all took a good look at who I really am.
Don't you understand? I gave the order to kill Lord Callier, his entourage, and I lied to my men about what they were doing. When it came to light, I ran. Those men, my men, paid for my treason, while I was pretending to be a better man. This is what I am. A murderer, a traitor, a monster.
I know you're more than what you say. Have some faith in yourself.
Yes.
The man on the gallows, Mornay. Who was he?
My second in command. He was a good man. When I heard he'd been caught, I was resolved to stop his execution. Couldn't let another die for my mistake.
I need to know about Blackwall. The real Blackwall.
We met in a tavern when I was on the run. I was nothing. A waste of life. But he wanted to recruit me. We headed to Valshavan for the joining.
But Blackwall insisted on making a stop along the way. An old ruin from one of the previous blights. He said it led to the deep roads. I was to go down alone, find a darkspawn, and fill a vial with its blood. When I returned, I found the warden ambushed by more of the creatures. He took a blow for me. He shouldn't have died. It should have been me.
It was a heroic act, stepping between you and a darkspawn.
I wasn't worthy. He would have wanted me to carry on to Valshavan, I'm certain. But without Blackwall, there's no proof that I've been recruited. That I didn't kill him. I couldn't go to the Wardens. But I couldn't just walk away. So, Rainier died. And Blackwall lived.
I need to know the details of what you did. Who you killed, why.
I betrayed the Empire and assassinated a general, all for gold. The man was General Vincent Callier. My employer was a Chevalier, Robert Chapuis. Sir Robert believed that Grand Duke Gaspard was the rightful ruler of Orlais and would eventually take the throne. He thought that by eliminating one of Celine's loyal supporters, he might endear himself to the true Emperor. I can't say if Robert's plan would have worked. I didn't care. There was good coin offered, and I took it. By the time Sir Robert's involvement was uncovered, I was long gone. Of course, the Grand Duke disavowed any knowledge of the act and publicly condemned it. Robert killed himself. Poison in his wine. Another victim of the Great Game.
You got your men to help you. What did you tell them?
They didn't know who they were attacking. I told them it was an important mission. They trusted me without question. Just as your men trust you.
Our men follow me because they believe our cause is righteous.
They believe it because that's what you tell them.
My reports say that Callier was with his family. You had them all slaughtered.
I didn't know Callier would be traveling with his family. I assumed only soldiers, armed guards. My men have been told to eliminate everyone. They'd seen war. They thought they were defending their country. No one likes to think about that. But it's names that carry power in this world. Bloodlines. Yes. No matter how leaders like Celine or Gaspard pretend the game is played, that's how real war is waged.
That shouldn't be how wars are fought. There's no need.
War is unfair, and the sky is blue. But you're right. There was no need for what I did.
There's another thing I'm still wondering.
Yes?
Who were you before this mess?
I was a captain in the Orlesian army. Well regarded, respected. But it wasn't enough. One mistake. One mistake and everything I worked for fell apart.
That's all for now.
I have Liliana's report on Tom Rainier.
Give me the overview.
Looks like our friend was once a respected captain in the Imperial Orlesian army. Before the Civil War, he was turned, persuaded to assassinate one of Celine's biggest supporters. He led a group of fiercely loyal men on this mission, and told them nothing of it. His men took the fall for him. A few lucky ones, like Mornay, managed to escape.
This is helpful, or at least educational.
Don't blame yourself. We all made this mistake. What do we do now? Blackwall... Rainier has accepted his fate, but you don't have to. We have resources. If he's released to us, you may pass judgment on him yourself.
If it were up to you, what would happen?
What he did to the men under his command was unacceptable. He betrayed their trust, betrayed ours. I despise him for it. And yet he fought as a warden, joined the Inquisition, gave his blood for our cause. And the moment he shakes off his past, he turns around and owns up to it. Why?
He wanted to change. To prove that he'd really left his past behind. He had to face up to it.
Saving Mornay the way he did took courage, I'll give him that. But I can't tell you what to do.
Have Rainier released to us.
We must move quickly. We can explore our options back at Skyhold.
Válasz utasít tanácsadat, hogy valami módon szabadítsa Rainier börtönből.
What do you think of the Inquisition now?
There is no doubt. Captain Tom Rainier.
He wore the shield.
That is concerning, yes.
Concerning? He's a butcher.
They'll appoint a new divine soon. One who'll make you stand up for us instead of protecting your own.
If you empty out the coffers of the nobility, what do you think will happen when the fighting's done?
I'll squat in your fancy sheets as well.
Megnézzük már akkor mi a szituáció.
Inquisitor!
What happened here?
The House of Repose decided to pay a visit. The guards arrived in time, but I should have guessed the assassins would infiltrate the servants.
Are you sure they didn't hurt you?
They only frightened me. It was all so sudden. Leliana assigned people to shadow me. They appear to have saved my life. I owe you everything, Sergeant.
Only my duty, Ambassador. I'll talk with the spy master about these murderous louts. She'll find how they got in.
Any news on the House of Repose, Inquisitor?
What's the next favor we need to get these Duparacats a lordship?
We must persuade Minister Belize to ratify the papers. She's in charge of these matters of rank. The minister will be at a small fete thrown by the Marquis Wiscott. I'll get you an invitation.
Vereszti a család egyértelműen kezd nyerő helyzetből kerülni a nemesi házak között társadalmi helyzetért folyó háború. Mondd kell ennek csak nem... Mondd kell ilyet már csak nem szintek létező társadalmi szint, és sokan kapaszkodnak továbbra is a hagyományos szövetségekre. Eszél Richard úrnői rangja erősebb lett az udvarban, és több elrendezett házasságot javasol a kötelékek megerősítésére, és feltöltök háza híreinek megerősítésére, mint békebíró és házasságkötő közvetítő. Szövetség minden helyére kerül. Veszély Belize visszaforogadáson. Iréniek kiszabítás egy másik lehetőség.
Any clues to his next move?
Some, but not enough for us to go on just yet.
Még 5 óra hosszú. Szóbeszéd megállítás. Két és fél óra. Egy óra hosszú. Két és fél. 3:24. Ez is két. Akkor ezt itt van, meg ez is itt van. Ráján arra tájékozott, hogy alvilági kapcsolatai részegítség kijutatnak Rényet a börtönbe. Ez a megoldás ellepezni az részvételét a dolga. Egyelőre meg a rónás volt a leghosszabb más. Ezt egyelőre nem tudom. 2,5. Akkor van még az így 3. Szerint kibékülése Michellel. Egy üzenet Josephine-től. Érdekes fejlemény látogatott minket egy köppenyes nő, aki kiderült Kolumb úrna és Szelin tanács császárné egy megbízható kísérője. Császárné tudja, hogy Michel csatlakozott az Inquisition és Kolumbi ott küldte egy titkos békekötés reményében. Erre a tanácskozás titkos titokzatosán természetesen azért van szükség, hogy szerint megőrizze hírnevét. Nem láthatják, hogy a császán egy olyan könnyen meginog egy olyan jelentéktelen dolog miatt, mint a barátság. Milyen szívmelegető, de szerint már azelőtt is felkeresette volna Michelt, ha valójában ki akart volna békülni vele. Nem ő valami? Nem valami nagyobb tétben játszik, és nem hagyhatjuk, hogy berángosson minket. Tegyünk próbára elhatározását. Ha ki akar vele békülni, tegyen meg nyilvánosan. Jó, manapság ritka barátság. Örülök, hogy a császárné észhez tért, azonnal tájékoztatom Michelt. Jelentés Runar kézírásával. Egy hivatalos hivatalos kérelem. Inközül ki vagy téve a fátyol szakadásából elő sugárzásnak és a homály energiájának. Ahhoz, hogy kellően tudjak segíteni neki elviselni ezeket az erőket, meg kell értenem őket. Szükségem van mintákra, szükségem van maradványok, látnom kell azokat. Ha kívánjátok be, erőforrásokat igényelek. Igényelek egy kísérete, hogy áttekintsem a fátyon túlra, vagy ameddig képes vagyok. Költséges befektetés, de tudom, szükséges, csak így. Tisztességes. Látnom kell. Ezt már másodszor értem, de ez fontos nekem. Tudom, aláírás, egy rajz, a virágok és tűz. Maradványokat elég könnyű találni, csupán meg kell csapolnunk az energiát, melynek elszigeteltünk. Szigetelt nyomódban járva. Megkapja, amire szüksége van. Azt hiszem, nehéz lenne távol tartanom tőle ezeket. 3.35, 2.35. Átkutatom a harcmezőket minták után. Ez majdnem olyan, mint hogyha ellenkeznék vele.
To work?
A legközelebbi alkalomra talán megcsinálj. Marad még majd hátra. Egyszer ez. Akkor ez. Ez 2. Három. 4. Öt. Hat. Hét. Hát, ezt nem tudom, mert nem. 8. 9. 10. 11. van majd 12. De majd fogom kihúzni. Főleg, hogyha minden egyiket megcsinálsz, az feldobjuk, itt az nagyon jó. Én mondjuk mindegyik 2 óra hosszás, akkor ezt én majd 2 tudok, akkor is 6 felére tudom lecsökkenteni. 12. Ha van 3 rövidebb egyáltalán. Akkor mondjuk 6-ot tudok építeni, és maradna 6. De mennyit van még 2 DLC, tehát... Jó, tehát elvileg lehet. Jó, csak az egyik meg pont több, mert akkor kezdni majd, hogy a vége játék.